So we all know that TikTok is a place. There's a lot of different communities on there, some of which are better than others. But one place that I have been growing increasingly concerned of is conservative TikTok, which, yeah, of course that exists. I'll just have to show you some of the videos that I found to prove how concerning they are. And just a note, I'm probably going to have to sing over some of these to avoid copyright. We're gonna get propaganda for Christmas. It's not something I put on my wish list, but we're gonna get, and it makes me upset. Propaganda for Christmas. Whoa, whoa, ho, ho, ho. I don't understand why the coronavirus why it's become political. Like, I don't understand why, like, wearing a mask and protecting yourself and other people around you, or getting a vaccine and, you know, to a similar end. I don't understand why that's a political thing, but it's become that because people like this are making it a political thing. And I just, like, I don't understand why being, like, a human being who cares about the people around you has become a political thing. Like, I don't know why it's political, but it's just become that. And I'm concerned because, like, honestly, if we had taken action sooner and actually worn our masks and done the things that we were supposed to when we were supposed to do them, this pandemic wouldn't have gone this far. And yet these people are still out here. Like, hundreds of thousands of people have died, and even more have gotten sick with this disease, and these people are out here saying that it's fake. Like, it's the same end as the people who said, like, 9/11 or, like, the Holocaust are fake. It's like, how people have died and you're saying that, like, that they haven't, when there's, like, evidence? I genuinely just, I don't get it. I don't get how these people think it's propaganda. But, you know, that's conservative TikTok for you. These people are insane. And I will show you even more of why it is.
Oh, maybe you'll be more responsible. Just pull out the back so you can get it, like, closer to the top.
Help me.
Alright.
I don't like
Oh my god,
this.
now there's trash everywhere. I can't.
These people are insane, right? I don't get why this is on conservative TikTok either. This is just you being a terrifying parent. You know? Like, and this lady is like, she's making her kid dig in the garbage for something that she threw away and then she's complaining about how there's trash everywhere, even though she told him to go look in there. And also just, like, I mean, I get if it's, like, a repeated incident, maybe you would, like, throw something like that out to show your kid that, they need to be more responsible with their belongings. But just to throw out their stuff, their gifts that they've been given, like, either from you or from someone else, or maybe something they earned from doing chores or something like that. Like, to just, like, throw it away because they left it out instead of putting it away, which this kid is very young, and that happens because young kids are I mean, not the most responsible. So, like, the best way would be to teach this kid, to sit him down and explain to him how you have to be more responsible with your belongings and how you need to put away stuff like that so that it doesn't get taken by people or doesn't get lost, rather than just throwing it away and making him dig through the garbage. Which, you know, he's getting like other garbage all over it. Why don't, like, he's getting garbage all over the place. Why not just instead sit him down and talk to him about it? And instead of just filming him digging through the garbage in front of your thousands of TikTok followers? Like, I don't get these people embarrassing their kids for clout. It's embarrassing for them more than it is for the kid. Because it's like, why are you showing that you're a bad parent in front of a lot of people on the internet? I don't get it. And I don't understand how this stuff, again, I don't understand how this is a political thing, but it's on conservative TikTok. It's tagged with that. So I don't get it.
I'd like to apologize to anyone I've not offended yet. Please be patient. I'll get to you shortly.
I don't get these people. It's like, they're always talking about, oh, these snowflakes are so triggered. They're offended because I didn't respect their identity, or I was offensive to them, and they got so mad and triggered. It's like, why? I don't get why their whole thing is offending people. Like, why is your goal to be an asshole? Like, why is that what you want? Why do you want to be mean to people? Like, why can't we all just be nice to each other? These people are out here like, oh, I offended a snowflake again. And it's like, okay, why do you want that? Why do you want to be mean to people? Like, why is that your goal in life? I just genuinely don't get it. I don't know. I don't get these people. I genuinely, I don't get why being a terrible person is their ultimate goal. When we could all just be nice to each other. That's why the world, and like specifically the US, because these people are obviously like from the US, these are Americans. Like, that's why it's so divided, is because these people are out here like trying to be mean. And I don't get why people are like that. I don't understand it. Call me a like stupid liberal or a snowflake or something like that. But I just don't get why our goals are just being mean to other people and disrespecting them. That's right. Not. What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb? You can call that mental freeze when these people talk too much, but that shit in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Hey. Who's gonna tell them that white people in America aren't oppressed? There's a difference between... They think that people saying, like... They think people saying that, like, oh, white people are dumb is the same as centuries of bigotry and hatred towards minorities. Like, they think it's the same thing when it's not. Like, obviously, I'm sure there's other places. I mean, of course, there's other places across the world where being, like... where being white is the minority, and so they are, I guess, disliked for that. But I mean, this person is obviously talking about modern day America, in which there's still rampant racism against black and brown people and just people people of color in general. And these people try to deny it because they have never experienced it. Like, they're trying to deny it because they're saying these things because they genuinely have never experienced racism before. They've never, like, this lady is out here, she wants to be oppressed so bad, but it's like she is a white woman living in America in 2021. Like, she is not oppressed. She wants to be. She really wants to be, but she doesn't realize how good she has it. Just, I assume this came from somebody telling her, like, somebody probably came up to her and was like, white people are dumb or something online, and she took that as, oh, well, people hate me, or something like that. It probably wasn't even that. It was probably just, like, she saw, like BLM, something related to BLM, and she took that as, like, people empowering black people and people of color, people who have historically been erased and oppressed and, treated with intolerance and bigotry and have been, like, pushed down by the system. She has seen empowerment towards those types of people, and she's taking it personally. And she's taking that to mean that she herself is oppressed just because she is not included in that. When historically, in the case of the US, white women have had it very, very good. Like, I don't understand why these people want to be oppressed. They have this sort of victim complex. And it's like, you're not, this isn't about you. It's about people who have been oppressed trying to empower themselves and gain rights and equality, when historically they have not. I don't get it. I don't get these people. They want to be oppressed so bad when it's like they should know that they're not. And it makes me really mad because these people are, I don't know, they're insane. They're insane. They have this victim complex. It's crazy. Like, oh, these offended snowflakes. They're also like, they're the same people who get so offended when you ask them to wear, like, a piece of fabric over their mouth to protect other people. And it's ridiculous. And then we have one more by the same girl who is so incredibly intelligent. So smart, guys. She's so smart.
Tell me you're in a cult without telling me you're in
BLM. But that doesn't mean black police officers, black babies, or black conservatives. I want the right to my opinion, but if I don't like yours, it should be suppressed. Yeah, I believe in freedom of speech. For me, you need an ID to do basically anything but to vote? That's racist. Fox News spreads misinformation and lies. They need to go, but CNN can stay because I like them and they tell the truth. I'm gonna loot, burn my country down, not get arrested for it, and then blame white people for having privilege. My body, my choice, but you need to wear a mask and get vaccinated. Rich people working for their money? That's selfish, but me wanting it without having to do anything? That's not. Twitter's a private company, they can do what they want. But all the other private businesses need to stay closed because of COVID, duh. You can't be racist towards white people. Pancake syrup offends me, but I also voted for a segregationist to be my president. It's not that we like Biden, it's that we hate Trump. Vote blue no matter who.
I can't even begin to explain how dumb every single point, like, we would be here for a while if I explained every single problem with everything she just said, but she's making, like, the point she's making are not even comparable. Like, for example, she, like, the point she made about, like, oh, well, freedom of speech unless it's your opinion in which it should be oppressed, which is the same tactic that people like you use. You're literally telling us, like, these people are like, oh, you should be quiet because you don't agree with me. And it's like, these people are like, oh, you want freedom of speech, but that offends my my freedom of speech. It's like, and what they mean by freedom of speech, like, it's like when they mean freedom of speech, they say, oh, I want freedom of speech. What they really want is the ability to call people slurs and be generally just bad to other people. It's like, that's not, I mean, it is freedom of speech, but that's not, like, the same thing. They're not, like, it's not, they want the ability to discriminate against other people, and that's not the same thing as just, like, they don't want freedom of speech, they want freedom of consequence. They want to go around and be able to tell people, like, they want to go around and be able to tell people bad things about them. They want to go around and say slurs, or be racist, or homophobic, or whatever, and not have people call them out for their actions. It's like you don't want freedom of speech. You want freedom of consequence. They're not the same thing. They are not comparable. And also the thing she said about my body, my choice, unless it's like, that's, I already made this point in this video, but it's not just about you. It's about the people around you. Like, let's say you are around somebody, you're exposed to somebody with the virus, and then you go out in public, or you hang out with someone, and you're not wearing a mask and you're not vaccinated, so you have a higher probability of spreading the disease. Let's say you give it to somebody who is immunocompromised or susceptible to the disease and they die. That is your fault. That is not your body, nor is, I mean, it's your choice, obviously, but your choice does not just affect you. It's not the same thing. It's not comparable, because you're affecting the people around you. It's not just your body. It's the body of like all the people around you, all the people in your community, everyone you interact with on a daily basis. And I'm just very frustrated with these people, because they continue to be selfish because they view themselves as better than other people. They view themselves as smarter and better, and they think that they are higher than other people. And they put themselves on this pedestal and look down on other people who have different opinions than them or are different than them in any way. And then they turn around and they criticize the people on the other side for something they view as the same, which it's not. It's like, you are on this pedestal up here looking down on people, and they're calling you out for it. And then you're saying, well, you're doing the same thing as me, when it's not. It's not comparable at all. And you continue to think you're better than other people, but you're not. Because everyone is the same at a base level. Like, every person is the same. You are not better than anyone else. No one is better than anyone else. And I'm frustrated. So I think that is enough conservative TikTok for today, because I am going to yell if this goes any further. So thanks for watching me get really mad at conservatives on TikTok. Maybe I'll do a part 2 if this gets views. Bye.